he's a pretty quick sprinter. It is Gumdesved who's just in front of him, the big Norwegian who's struggling with the climb.
And it is a little bit surprising there to see Luke Plapp there towards the back of the peloton there, whether he just lost a little bit of positioning, but his cadence is not looking that positive at the moment. He just needs to hang on to this. He hasn't had a huge amount of Ks in the legs either, and so he just needs to hold with this, with the peloton, survive this climb, regain, reposition, and go again.
The rider that we saw ducking through the left-hand side of the picture, that was Paul Magnier, the young French sprinter from the Surrel Quick-Step team. So that's another fast finisher that Mads Pedersen and Wout van Aert don't have to worry about.
So the pure sprinters are starting to get distance out the back of this group, really leaving the classic specialists and the all-round fast guys left in the peloton.
Indicating a headwind here, which often it is to the favour of the sprinters on a climb. It gives them more shelter and more of a chance to be able to survive.
Now Carlos Verona is taken to the front of the peloton for Lidl-Trek, the Spanish climbing domestique. Big engine. He is very good at setting a high pace on climbs like this.
Not a big fan of descending though. Certainly not going down too quickly. As we see Antonio Tapiri towards the front.
And again, you can see just when you're up there as a team, it's really hard for other teams to get around you. It's hard. You are more protected when your team is surrounding you. And you can see behind the main teams at the front, everyone jostling for position, which is just such a big waste of energy.
And still 1 kilometre left to climb. Vendrame being distanced out the back. Here he is, the young Frenchman. This is Paul Magnier. Big hopes for him amongst the French who are following the race, but today will not be his day. And he's in a team where they can't afford to send a whole bunch of riders back because their priority at this point is to protect Mikael Landa, thinking long-term for the general classification.
All the favourites are there. It's good to see Jaco Lula coming up and around the outside, hopefully looking after Chris Harper there.
Number 55, that is Dorian Gordon. He's one of those riders that you referred to, Simon, as you don't think of him as a sprinter. He's definitely not a climber, but he has got a pretty good punch from a small group, and he is in with a slight chance of a top 5 finish.
And we're seeing another example here of why it's beneficial to be at the front. The front few riders of this group, they just cruised through that corner, held good corner speed, and didn't lose a lot of momentum. Whereas the riders towards the back of this bunch, they nearly came to a complete standstill, which meant they had to sprint out of the corner to maintain contact with the group.
They slowed down so much that allowed Vendrame from Decathlon AG Tour to rejoin at the back of the peloton. He might be able to survive this time over the top, but I don't think he's going to survive the second time.
Yeah, I think everyone just took note of that corner. There was a drain there as well as a little slip of a wheel, and those riders that were on inside on the left-hand side, they really got caught up, like you said, Simon, almost coming to a complete stop. The riders around the outside, they were